730 days. That is the sentence handed down to Rakai by Twitch. Like, bro, that's a full 2 years, a digital death penalty. But wait, as I edit this video, I find out that it was an error from Twitch and he's actually been banned for 2 weeks. In the fast-moving world of streaming, where a week of silence can kill a career, a 2-year ban was practically a funeral. Ain't gonna lie, the way Rakai been moving lately,
you feel me? Bust down 80 inch. Bust down every game.
I low-key feel like he deserved the 2 years ban. Y'all leave a comment below on whether he deserved the 2 years ban or... Just days ago, at the 2025 Streamer Awards, the industry was in chaos. India Love, thinking she's Kanye by storming to the stage.
We went to Breakout Streamer of the Year, went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rekai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rekai, shout out, blah, 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 blah.
Screaming that Rakai was robbed. But was he robbed or was he evicted? The internet is currently debating whether a bouquet of $15 flowers from Walmart is worth losing a $1 million career. But if you think this is just about flowers, you haven't been paying attention. The flowers were just a match that lit the fuse. The bomb had been building for months. From alleged scams involving the biggest names in Fortnite, to reckless driving that could have ended lives, to calling QT a meat eater live.
You wanna know what I was gonna say? I'll say, listen, bitch. What's the coolest dick you ever sucked? Get the fuck off my dick. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that shit to her face, bro. And for everybody. But I had to just sit down and think. I'm black, petite, sit the fuck down and chill. I was gonna say that shit. I was like, bitch, what's the coolest dick you ever fucking sucked? You ugly bitch. To her. I was gonna say that. But I just calmed down, bro, and you know, and like, you know, see why she even said that shit. Cause whole time, now I get it. Like, she said it cause, you know, I got banned for giving that girl flowers, but she didn't really understand is that whole time I had my assistant tell the lady that she never bought it, she put it back, but that wasn't on camera, so, but fuck you, bitch! Nah, real shit, fuck you!
And all the other psychological addiction to crash out content. This isn't just the story of a band, this is the story of the Menace Curse. It's a psychological profile of what happens when a creator stops playing a character and lets the character consume them. This is how Rakai destroyed himself. And before we continue, don't forget to like the video and hit that subscribe button. To understand the fall, we have to understand the climb. In late 2024 and early 2025, the IRL meta on Twitch had shifted. It wasn't enough to just walk around Tokyo or do subathons anymore. The audience was desensitized. They craved dopamine. They craved chaos. Enter Rakai. He didn't come up through the ranks of pro gaming. He came up through the school of shock. He realized early on that being polite doesn't get clips. Being a menace does. When you stream, the chat becomes your inner monologue. When you do something reckless and 50,000 people type W, your brain rewires itself. You start to believe that the laws of society don't apply to you because the laws of content reward you for breaking them. Rakai positioned himself as the unfiltered, raw voice of the streets. He was the guy who would say what you were afraid to say and do what you were afraid to do. And for a while, it worked. His numbers skyrocketed. He was rubbing shoulders with the elite. He was supposed to be the next big thing, the heir to the throne. But there is a fine line between being a content creator and being a liability. And somewhere in the middle of 2025, Rakai crossed that line. The cracks didn't appear all at once. They started as hairline fractures. As his fame grew, so did his ego. And more importantly, his need for funds to sustain the lifestyle grew too. Let's talk about the money. While the internet is focused on Walmart, the real dark cloud hanging over Rakai involves Clicks. The allegation? A $6,500 debt. Clicks, a titan of the industry, publicly called out Rakai for snaking him. In the streaming world, your reputation is your currency. If you burn a bridge with a creator like Clicks, you aren't just losing a friend, you're losing credibility. It painted a picture of Rakai not as a wealthy superstar, but as someone desperate for quick cash. Then there was the driving. We witnessed this squeeze Benz effect taking over Twitch. Rakai began streaming content that was frankly terrifying, weaving through traffic, ignoring traffic laws, all for the thrill of the stream. Twitch has a specific policy regarding illegal activities. For months, Lumbik viewers warned him, you're going to get banned. Chill out. But when you are suffering from the Menace Curse, warnings feel like hate, and hate is just more engagement engagement. He became addicted to the conflict. Every stream had to have a villain, a security guard, a cashier, a random pedestrian, but he forgot one crucial detail. In the real world, there are no moderators to ban the people you annoy. And eventually, Twitch decided they didn't want to be the platform hosting the evidence. Which brings us to December 2025, the Walmart incident. To the casual observer, this looks like a prank gone wrong. He took flowers, he walked out, he didn't pay. It's petty theft, sure, but is it worth a 730-day ban? Here's the uncomfortable truth. It was never about the flowers. Twitch legal teams build cases like the FBI. They don't ban their top earners for a single mistake. They wait, they compile a folder. The reckless driving, the scam allegations, the public harassment, the constant terms of service violations, the flowers were simply the excuse they needed. It was the Al Capone strategy. They couldn't catch Capone for the murders, so they got him on tax evasion. Twitch couldn't pin a specific massive crime on Rakai without bad PR, so they waited for him to commit a crime on camera, shoplifting, and used that to pull the plug. And the timing? Impeccable. Right before the Streamer Awards, a night that was supposed to celebrate the best of the industry, Twitch cleaned house. They didn't want Rekai on that red carpet representing their brand, but it wasn't just about avoiding bad PR, it was about protecting the community's leadership. In a move that sealed his fate as a pariah, Rakai went live on Instagram immediately following the ceremony to launch a vitriolic personal attack against QT Cinderella. Instead of taking the L with grace for not winning the breakout streamer of 2025, he mocked the production and insulted the single most influential event organizer in streaming. It was a masterclass in self-sabotage. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, but Rakai didn't just bite it, he tried to tear it off, proving to every sponsor and organizer watching that he is incapable of existing in a professional space, all by calling QT a meat eater and saying very insulting things. When India Love screamed Rakai was robbed, she was trying to create a martyr. She was trying to frame him as a victim of the system, but the system didn't force Rakai to drive 100 miles per hour. The system didn't force him to take those flowers. So where does this leave him? December 2025 marks the end of Rakai's run on Amazon's platform. He is now facing the Gideon effect. Years ago, Gideon was banned for a hate raid. He pivoted to YouTube, changed his content, and found God. He had to completely reinvent himself to survive, but Gideon had a loyal fan base that loved him. Does Rakai have that, or did his fans just love the crash out? His apology video titled The Truth was a study in desperation, blaming the platform, downplaying the theft, ignoring the debts. It wasn't the apology of a man who learned a lesson, it was the plea of a man who realized his bank account was frozen. Rumors are swirling that Kick, the usual lifeboat for banned streamers, is hesitating. Even they are worried about the liability. When the bad boy platform thinks you're too risky, you know you've hit rock bottom. The tragedy of Rekai isn't that he was banned, the tragedy is that he had everything. He had the connections, the clout, and the momentum to be a top 10 streamer in 2026, but he fell victim to the Menace Curse, the belief that you have to keep escalating, keep pushing, and keep breaking the rules to stay relevant. He thought he was untouchable. He thought the content was a shield that protected him from consequences, but in the end, real life always catches up. The flowers may have cost $15 at the register, but they cost Rekai his entire career. Thanks for watching. If you think Rekai deserves a second chance, or if you think Twitch made the right call, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe as we continue to uncover the